You're the only one of us who can count, man.
3, 2, 1, go.
How do I 1 to 10?
Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to?
Wait, are you greeting like an
God.
intro? You forgot the intro!
Hey guys.
We're back. We never left.
Fine, Mr. Vega.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away.
Yes.
We're not cool.
You must be... No.
What, am I doing this guy? You must be Cornelius. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the
Why
back?
would he call him in for a meeting when he's in class?
Mr. Vega leads me in. I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye?
Not that book.
Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise.
What a butt.
The whole class erupts into laughter.
Didn't work. I tried to do it.
Alright, everyone. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers?
I don't know.
Both.
I don't
You
know.
know, budget cuts. You try talking to yourself, man.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm concerned about. Is the talking to yourself.
I'm not crazy.
I can-
You're crazy.
I can take over Cornelius if you want to do this guy.
I mean, I think we decided we wanted to date Matt, right? Thanks so
Fine.
much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behaviour.
Oh no.
What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind.
Oh shit.
She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk things up to senioritis, but... this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It didn't even cross my mind that something might be wrong.
Oh no.
I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home?
She has a tendency.
So it seems like the opposite of what he was
bottle
saying,
things
though.
up.
What he was saying is she shares everything with him,
Yeah, but if she's bottling things up, maybe she is.
but he wouldn't know about it.
No, she has a tendency to bottle things up.
Does she?
Yes.
She has a tendency to... I haven't noticed anything different about her, but she always tends to put on a happy face no matter what. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. She keeps heading down this road. I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo?
Oh,
Yes. They ever catch that rye? Oh my god. Yes. Fucking joke. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force of positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up back to where my old house used to be,
Yeah.
and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me?
You're just taking all of them now. Like, fine,
Yeah,
it's
stop
just
it.
a one-man show.
Yeah, you guys get out. Mr. Vega and I actually just gossip about our celebrity crushes.
So you talked about Mario Batili?
Batali.
Who's that?
I have no idea.
Mario Batili.
You talked about Mario the whole time.
Why are we being offensive?
It was a very productive meeting.
Why are you Cornelius? I'm
Because
so confused.
Alistair has too much power.
I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner?
No. Keep going.
Sure thing. Let's
What was
go
it?
We can make something
to
at
our home.
Yeah. Cool. I think with our powers combined, we could throw together a gourmet meal worthy of the Food Channel.
I don't know about that, but I can promise you it'll at least be edible.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something.
Tell her that she sucks.
You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they'll find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because that's what kids do sometimes. And that's okay. But also, sometimes, it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with that similarly sometimes. And maybe sometimes they're a little cooler than you give them credit for.
Sometimes.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's good to share. I love you.
Have you been reading my tweets?
You've Twitter?
What? Never mind.
Look, sweetie, Mr. Vegas said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in.
Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that.
I thought you liked Mr. Vegas' class.
It's fine. He's fine.
We pull up to a stoplight and I Amanda. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard MR's going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting.
This is not... Yep. This is not a good topic.
Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school?
Yep.
Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. Oh, it's so funny.
Don't think you'd get it.
Okay.
It's a meme.
Who you texting?
Noah.
Who's Noah?
Noah guy?
My friend.
Does he go to your school?
Yep.
Do you like Noah?
What? No! Dad! Ugh! I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez! Why would you?
She's kind of defensive about this.
Gross.
What do you think the maiden... sorry, I was just asking.
Dad, he's just my friend. Actually, it was Dad! He's just my friend!
Woo!
Guys and girls can be friends! He's my friend!
Okay.
Jeez!
This is going well. Oh wait, was it sarcastic?
No. Yes. It was sarcastic.
Yes, it was sarcastic. It's not going well at all.
Good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation's over.
Go ask your mother.
Particularly funny. Amanda and I get back home and start cooking some dinner.
I found this artisanal mac and cheese recipe that I've been dying to try.
Artisanal. There's 2 ingredients to mac and cheese. Mac.
Dad, please try and enjoy the finer things in life. I think you of all people should be able to appreciate what one can do with cheese. Plus, it has bacon in it.
Aren't we as a society collectively over bacon?
Bacon never stopped being good. It just has a PR problem.
We get to work on the recipe, Amanda measuring things out and handing them to me to dump in the bowl so I can feel useful. Amanda puts me on bacon duty, so I chop a bunch and toss them in the pan.
The key to a good mac and cheese is a balance of okay, so mac and cheese, personally, is something I know a lot about, right?
Yeah.
I just ate some mac and cheese.
Did
And the
bacon?
key to a good mac and cheese is a balance of texture and flavour, Pops. Not only are we going to want the fullness of the cheese, and I disagree with the bacon part, but you know, whatever, and bacon, but we also need to counterbalance with the crunchy mouthfeel of breadcrumbs.
I
No,
feel
not
like
those ones.
mac and cheese should only... No, that's not true. I like making mac and cheese. I like to make mac and cheese that just has the mac and then the cheese, and then it's just a nice gooey mixture.
Look, I don't want this to become a political podcast.
You don't need to do anything other than put the macaroni and cheese sauce, and that's done.
Well, I just don't eat bacon, so... I mean, it's good
It's
with
nice with
onion
some
in
onion.
Yeah,
It was just...
but sure. I mean, like
and paprika. You
when
put
I'm-
paprika in it.
Yeah.
No.
paprika, and it's good.
On the top. But
Yeah.
Sam puts way too much in. You can actually smell the
It's
paprika.
delicious.
It's the same as Fraser used to do. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Fraser.
Well, are you? Do you disagree with the application of paprika?
He was an enthusiast.
He was. He put too much in. That's not actually
At
true
least he
because
didn't
I
put
would normally
ketchup on
I would
pasta.
normally put more paprika on it.
Click the button. What are we talking about?
Check on bacon.
Check on bacon.
It's still pink and rubbery. I give the pieces a little stir. Wait, what's a mouthfeel?
We still get there.
You know, when you eat stuff and the texture. Listen, I've just been watching a lot of the food channel. I honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say.
No, I get that. Every time I watch that channel, I just feel in order. Hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again.
I feel the mouthfeel of that sentence.
Oh my god. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food. It's also about words that are fun to say.
Gregarious.
Check on bacon. Oh.
No! Why did you say that? Cattywampus.
Because it's gonna burn.
No! We need to... Say words. Say the words. Discombobulated.
Oh god. Okay, no, it's alright. I give that sucker a flip. Nice.
Good work, Dad. Bacon can easily overheat and cause a grease fire. I'm proud of you for remaining vigilant.
We literally just moved in here and I'm dead set on not burning this place down. Eyes like a hawk.
Because this is The Sims.
Amanda finishes up with the mac and cheese and I toss the bacon bits in there.
One time in The Sims,
Yeah.
After stirring it in
I
all together,
accidentally
I
didn't
can
pause
taste
it.
a taste.
I left and came back,
Ooh.
and one of them had died in a fire because a house plant had caught fire.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That reminds. I also came across a Tumblr I used to do. Oh, it is. This isn't. How's the mouth feel?
Taste-tacular! Not an actual word, but I'll allow it.
She tries a spoonful.
Taste-tacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. What's with that face?
Cecil.
In on the couch with our
Oh,
bowls
they
of
need to
mac
shut the
and
curtains.
cheese.
It makes me annoyed. Shut your curtains.
Oh, cool. Long haul ice roll panorama ghost. Whoa, that's not-
Paranormal. Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on your favourite, right?
Oh, hell yes. They have to make over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving,
Not as good as Cornelius Candy Floss.
find themselves in the greatest peril yet.
Oh no! Oh wait, this
Oh
one.
no!
Oh no!
ghost
The
don't have
ghost
control
dog of that truck! I can't steer it on their damn ice roads!
We need to collect them ketchup packets for long winter.
Oh man,
Help me fetch
we have
them.
to play that game.
Let me use the CMV meat. Let me use the CMV
No, I
meat.
like the joke that
communicate with spirits.
I kind of like the joke of them having the exact same voice.
Blood, we're about to die!
We're about to die. I almost got. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're gonna die.
That's because we're about to die!
you.
This is art.
The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of
one of
Callum
those
and Flint's
YouTube
Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep.
Dog bone. No, dog bone.
Pay your bills early!
Sure.
Do we do that? We get an early discount fee.
Zzz.
Do we still get an early discount fee?
We haven't had to yet though.
Morning, sleepyhead!
5 more minutes.
You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up.
Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
So, are you excited for the cookout today? If there's
Beef
food,
up.
I am
Beef.
excited.
I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success.
Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighbourhood?
I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. That social butterfly.
Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows out to a cookout on time?
You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house.
To Joseph South.
With a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook, so...
If
He's
it
just a
doesn't
terrible
involve a
cook.
grill.
Carry on. Why are the chairs wiggly?
Oh, what I said. I guess we're not as early as I thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the
All
smell
those
of
people, huh?
hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run for a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh.
There is
Hey,
2 bottles of wine and a large bottle of what looks like
I thought
port.
it was like condiments.
Yeah,
Ah.
I think it's mustard and ketchup and
Mustard,
mayo.
mustard, and mustard.
What's the middle one?
mustard, mustard,
Oh,
mustard.
there's a
Attorneys
pun-
at law.
There's a punch bowl and a plant that looks like it's growing
But
popcorn.
there's no punchline. I wait to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide-eyed.
Welcome! I'm so glad you two are here.
Creeps me out.
And you brought veggies.
Creeps me
Let
out
me
so
introduce you
much.
to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Kristen and Christy. They're twins.
But why are they called?
They stare creepily and say nothing.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish.
That's not a name.
Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib.
Oh no, it was the one from the bar the other night. What is she doing here?
Oh, and how can I forget my lovely wife, Mary?
Joseph picks her on the cheek. She smiles.
Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to...
Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure.
Mary, this is our new neighbour, Cornelius, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to.
I love her.
Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time.
Charmed. Well, I'll have to go over there now.
Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows.
But
I
they
wonder if
didn't-
Mary
what?
knows that Joseph
They
knows.
didn't do anything.
I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know that you know. On NPR Public Radio. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city.
my wife has a wonderful
You've
sense
just
of
slipped
humour.
into your character from the play.
But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. Let me introduce you to Damien.
Joseph beckons a tall man in gothic attire over to the conversation. Oh my god, he's
Good
a man-
eve, friends!
I was gonna do it!
Damien, this is our new neighbour,
He's a
Cornelius.
vampire.
Ah, so lovely to meet you.
He's Russian. Damien shakes my hand and then bows.
If ever you're interested, it would bring me great pleasure to host you for a spot of afternoon tea.
Wow, yeah, that sounds rad.
Splendid. Well, I must be off. Perhaps our paths shall cross again.
What a classy dude. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else.
Only dads.
Oh, so I wonder if we made different choices,
Final
we'd have met him
destination.
before.
Ah, maybe, yeah. That makes sense. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves.
Amanda and I mill around to try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school?
But I don't want to have to have any pleasantries.
Dad,
They're going to talk about weather.
go do it. Make a friend.
But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye.
Amanda shoves me in the centre of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces.
Why are you surprised? You just said you know everyone.
Isn't it the barista from
Yes!
the coffee
We're
spoon?
going to get him.
Didn't I meet that guy at the bar?
And didn't sleep
Didn't
with
that
him.
guy throw a frisbee at my head?
Yep. He's a dick.
That mysterious goth guy.
Hi, dude.
Isn't that Amanda's teacher?
Yep.
Hey, I know Craig. What is this? But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate.
Talk to Matt. Talk to Matt.
Hugo and Craig.
Oh, God.
You could have clicked Burger Time. They look like brothers, those two.
Maybe they are. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense conversation discussion thing. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over and say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they are a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking they don't notice me. Craig leads in.
Dude, I have no idea what's happening.
Listen in on Matt and you.
Oh, God.
Listen in on Matt.
Talk to Craig.
Listen in! Listen in!
Okay.
That kind of comparison just eliminates the resonant movements. Oh, the mouse is on the way. The reason art movements are so important in the first place.
You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formulative standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse, and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess?
I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall.
Artist did. No, that's pretty subjective.
What do you want to do?
The top one.
No, the middle one.
Okay. How do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's a Magritte. Right. Art. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, dude.
We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork.
Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's way above my head.
Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive
That's
it
what
differently.
we just said. Art is
A single
subjective.
piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome.
Just 1 minute about that.
Hugo, please.
Sorry, I get really fired up about art stuff. Cornelius, how are you liking the neighbourhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly.
Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine.
Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy... They can't see you pointing at people, so...
Yeah, it's for you guys.
And another young girl playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them to little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognise jogs over to us very conveniently.
Well, what is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you looked cute in it.
You can't let Louise do it.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Oh my god, Matt's the best.
Yeah.
Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Oh my god.
Am
He is.
Dude,
He's
you were
super
already cool, now you're twice as cool.
Am I cool now?
The girl stares at him, thinking it over.
No, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, Cornelius. This is my daughter.
Hello.
I'm Carmen Cita.
Come and see the spats!
What?
No, that's Carmelita.
Damn it!
What?
It's a character from Series of Unfortunate Events. It's called Carmelita.
Cake sniffer.
Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow.
Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends.
Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend and, your teacher.
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realise we were neighbours.
Ah! You still going to get that overdue term paper?
Great seeing you.
Peace out. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ.
No, she...
Amanda fingers her way out of the
No,
conversation.
please.
No, that's not appropriate. That's
It's,
not okay.
it's fine for a bunch of dudes to finger each other, but
Stop!
she learned the finger gun moves from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around the party. He finally must spot him, talking in the third person. Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Really?
He's like too
Ernest
close.
is holding a
no,
lit
no, it's all
cigarette.
good. He's too close to the barbecue and he's slightly on fire.
No.
He's also not smoking, apparently.
No.
Nope.
I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of the cigarette and then flicks into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Wait, we don't know what he looks like yet. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Boy, this is confusing. Kids, right?
Man, I do not envy Hugo. Last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burnt down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard.
Oh,
And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my yard too.
So one whole yard.
oh my god, that
Man.
is the skeeviest kid I've ever seen.
It's Carcat.
It is
I
actually
like
Carcat.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Oh, hey everyone, sorry about that. Cornelius, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep into his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently.
Hey!
Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in?
Does it matter?
Ernest.
Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know.
Yeah, good for you.
Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Okay, that one actually...
I'm with
That one, yeah.
Ouch. Ernest!
Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Earbuds in the corner. Well, that was something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry, he's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it.
I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads?
What? I'm as cool as a cucumber.
See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against. Accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed.
Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends of our kids, it just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to try and make sure our kids turn out okay.
Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways.
Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Cornelius. Go meet some of the other people around the neighbourhood. Wait, that wasn't... He's meant to be nice.
And speaking of eating up time,
It's time to go.
thank you for joining
Burger
us
time.
for these special episodes of Dream Daddy,
Of mustard,
And
mustard, and mustard.
Sideways Condadable.
That was bad.
Sideways Manifesto. Communifisto? Isn't that the character from Star Wars?
Sideways Kit Fisto.
None of these are okay.
Don't roll foodie
I'm
for
not
that.
okay with this.
His name is Kit Fisto.
It is. It's a very odd name.
Anyway.
Goodbye, guys.
It's a bad
Bye.
name. I don't like it.